Beautiful, Phil. Thank you so much.
You're
And
welcome, Helen.
welcome everybody to our Sunday celebration of love. I am Reverend Helen Bello, and I thank you for joining us today. Our theme for the month of February, which is sort of fitting, is living from our heart. Living from the heart. And so, to start off, as we come together to recognize that we live in this one big cosmic heart of infinite love, I am going to hand it over to our guest musician, who is an incredible healer, musician, songwriter, and delightful spirit being, Phil Jacobs.
Thank you, Helen. Good morning, everyone. This lovely, lovely, lovely morning. It's a little cold out there. We're gonna warm our hearts together today. The first song is called Love, Light, and Trust. Sometimes we forget that. And when we remember, there's a felt sense of coming back home.
I feel the sadness in my bones. Can't leave the feeling all alone. It's despair of losing you. In the wake of my fire, I destroyed everything I knew. But still I must go on and find something new to build my life upon. Love, light, and trust. In new beginnings, it's a must. A heart, fire, and love. We come now from above. It's in each other we learn about ourselves, so we can grow in love. It can be hard. The one thing I know is it takes a lot of heart. Still I must go on and find something new to build my life upon. Light, love, and trust. In new beginnings, it's a must. A heart, fire, and love. We come now from above. I loved you then, but now I see it's got to be this way. It can be hard, but one thing I know is it takes a lot of heart. Still I must go on and find something new to build my life upon. Love, a light, and trust. In new beginnings, it's a must. A heart, fire, and love. We come now from above. Sorry that it went down this way. I didn't mean to cause you dismay. I feel we learned a lot along the way, but for now we have to part our ways. Still I must go on and build something new to live my life upon. Love, a light, and trust. In new beginnings, it's a must. A heart, fire, and love. We come now from above. We come now from above. We come now from above.
Thank you, Phil.
You're welcome.
I love the new beginnings are a must. And what I love most about that are those words as we move into our ritual of lighting a candle, because ritual is a new beginning. When we mark our passage from one place to another, from one stage of life to another, when we take the time to really notice that shift, that change, and we drop down into the deepening of our heart space and say yes, yes. And so what I did for our ritual, and I am going to light our candle, is, I'm going to just hold it up here, nice and high for all of you to see. So, come on you, there we go. What I did for this month is I looked for the correlation and the meaning of heart in all the different religions. And so this is what I came up with, and it's quite lovely. In Hinduism, the heart has a great significance, both as a place where the soul rests and as a representative location. Whoops, sorry, I'm just letting someone else into the room here. As both a place where the soul rests and as a representative location of the abode of Brahman. It is the hub and the center of life. And as the center or hub of all movement and actions, our heart has 5 dimensions to it. Now, I'm not going to go into the whole 5 dimensions of the heart in Hinduism, but to recognize it as the heart and the hub of all movement. And then in Judaism, in biblical Hebrew, the heart is where we feel feelings and think thoughts. In fact, ancient Israelites didn't even have a word for brain that we know of. The heart is also where we make choices. So the concept of the heart is best understood as the inner person, the seat of our mind, thoughts, emotions, and intentions. And in Buddhism, of course, they focus on the Heart Sutras, the ancient text, which means emptiness. And it refers to the fact that no thing, including human existence, has the ultimate sustainability with means. Not a thing is permanent. And no thing is totally independent of everything else. And this is what they are acknowledging, our oneness, when they speak the Heart Sutras. And then I'm just going to fess up here. I'm going to fess up that in Christianity, I couldn't find anything that mentions the heart without also mentioning evil. So I haven't included it because, you know, we don't believe in that duality, and we don't talk about that duality in our teachings. And so I'm just going to pass over it for this time. And for any Christians out there, please forgive me. And then in Islam, in the Islamic philosophy, the heart is the origin of intentional activities, the cause behind all humans' intuitive deeds. Oh my God, don't you just love that? The cause behind all humans' intuitive deeds. In Islamic thought, the heart is not the seat of the feelings and emotions, but the immortal cognition of the rational soul. In the Baha'i faith, a heart is always the essence of something. It could be the heart of a single person, the heart of an entire country, but it is always important to identify the heart of things. If you identify the heart of something, you should measure that heart against the greatness of God, which of course is the greatness of your own heart. And then in First Nations, I found this in the Anagan elders in Alaska. They speak of the heart. They do not mean mere feelings, even positive or compassionate ones, but of a deeper portal of profound interconnectedness and awareness that exists between humans and all living things. And they say to access the heart, you must drop out of the relentless thinking that typically occupies the Western mind. I love it. And then I have this beautiful quote from Ernest Holmes: simple, short, and right to the point. Everything in life responds to the heart. Everything in life responds to the song of the heart. And so with that, I am going to invite our practitioner of the day, Nick Michelli, to open us up with affirmative prayer.
Welcome, everybody, to the celebration of love. I invite everyone to relax, put everything out of your mind, just be present. I know that there's one perfect, loving source, one origin. There is a stillness in the one mind, and from that stillness, everything that takes place in the world of events flows out in an easy flow, in perfect creation. The one mind always creates in love. And I am the perfect expression of the one mind, the perfect embodiment. And in this celebration of love, I recognize this divine perfection at the center of everyone. This perfection is our unity. We all draw our life from the one source, and we are all unified. And whatever is happening in the world of events, I know that this unity is the truth. This heart connection that I share with everyone. And I'm grateful for this connection. I'm grateful for the unity that is my essence, the unity with everyone. I know this truth and I say it with confidence. I release the word as law, and I proclaim this truth. Please join me in saying, and so it is.
And so it is. Thank you so much, Nick. And Phil has a beautiful song, I Can't Live Without Your Heart, for our invocation song. So take it away, Phil.
Thank you, Helen. Thank you, Nick. Thank you so much.
Hey, I want to find my way home. I feel so alone in my head. So instead I find my love inside. My longing heart aches for you to be by my side. I can't live without your love anymore. I won't live without your heart anymore. When I look out through your eyes, my heart beats so hard inside. Arms wide open, deep embracing, loving, holds my heart out in the light. And I realize I can't live without your love anymore. I won't live without your heart anymore. Oh, yeah. I realize I can't live without your love anymore. I won't live without your heart anymore. I can't live without your love anymore. I won't live without your heart anymore. I won't live without your heart anymore. I won't live without your heart anymore.
Thank you, Phil. It's such a beautiful song.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nick, I'm going to bring you up, and thank you for joining us today. And how are you living from the heart this month? What are you doing for yourself to really drop down into that beautiful heart space of yours, of which it is incredibly generous and kind and tender? So,
Well, thank you for your comments. I'm going through, personally, I'm going through two different things right now. I have to confess, I'm reading the news and paying attention to events a lot, and they tend to bring me down. But you talked today in the meditation about the core self, the essential me, the divine presence. I did some preparation for today by reading some books, and I took a look at Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now, and he said much the same thing about finding my true essence and not being in events and losing myself there. I have remember this state from way back, ever since I've been doing treatment, and I call this state peace and power, and I use that to refer to one feeling state. It's a clarity. It's a feeling of gentle strength, knowing my own power to create. And I go back to that whenever I have to. And that's what I've been doing quite a bit and remembering to do quite a bit. So that's my interpretation of living from the heart.
That's beautiful. And power and peace in that gentle, quiet way. It's, wow, that's so powerful. And, you know, I don't think, I think a lot of us can get really taken down by the news, but I think what has also happened for you, Nick, is that the news and the circumstances of life have provided you with an opportunity to really practice coming into your own power and peace.
I agree with that, and I've started to have interesting dreams on the days I have to be lead practitioner. I had one today where I was going on a train trip. I lost my party, but we met again at the train station. And my interpretation of the symbolism here is that we are unified, and I know that, even though we may feel separate, I may feel separate from everybody else at times. the truth is that we're traveling together.
I love it. That's perfect. That's exactly what I'm talking about today, faith and doubt. And yet we can still know. We can still know our oneness. So that's beautiful, Nick. Thank you. Would you like to lead us through our affirmation for this month?
Yes. The affirmation is, love is my guiding truth and I follow it. And now repeat with me, love is my guiding truth and I follow it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'll hand it back over to you, Phil, for our feature song, which is so in line with everything we're talking about here.
It is, Helen. Thank you, Helen, and thank you, Nick, for sharing. I really, really value your experiences and your sharing. So thank you for that. And this song, Freedom, George Michael. Here we go.
I won't let you down. I will not give you up. You gotta have some faith in the sound. It's the one good thing that I've got. I won't let you down. So please don't give me up, because I'd really, really love to stick around. Heaven knows I was just a young boy, didn't know what I wanted to be. I was every hungry schoolgirl's pride and joy, and I guess it was enough for me to win the race, a prettier face, a brand new clothes, and a big fat place on your rock and roll TV. But today the way I play the game has got to change. No way I'm gonna get myself some happy. I think there's something you should know. I think it's time I told you so. There's something deep inside of me. There's someone else I forgot to be. Take back your picture in a frame. Take back your singing in the rain. I just hope you understand. Sometimes the clothes do not make the man. All we have to do now is take these lies and make them true somehow. All we have to see is that I don't belong to you and you don't belong to me. Yeah, freedom, freedom, freedom. You gotta give for what you take. Yeah, freedom. I won't let you down, so please don't give me up, 'cause I would really, really love to stick around. Heaven knows we sure had some fun, boy. What a kick, just a buddy and me. We had every big shot, good band on the run, boy. We were living in a fantasy. We won the race, got out of the place. I went back home, got a brand new place for the boys on MTV. But today the way I play the game has got to change, and now I'm gonna get myself happy. I think there's something you should know. I think it's time I stop the show. There's something deep inside of me. There's someone I forgot to be. Take back your picture in a frame. Don't think that I'll be back again. I just hope you understand. Sometimes the clothes do not make the man. All we have to do now is take these lies and make them true somehow. All we have to see is is that I don't belong to you, and you don't belong to me. Yeah, freedom, freedom, freedom. You gotta give for what you take. Yeah, freedom. I won't let you down. I will not give you up. You gotta have some faith in the sound. Well, it looks like the road to heaven, but it feels like the road to hell. When I knew which side my bread was butter, I took the knife as well. Posing for another picture everybody's gotta sell. But when you shake your eyes, they notice fast that some mistakes were built to last. That's what you get, that's what you get. I say that's what you get, that's what you get. I say that's what you get for changing your mind. That's what you get for changing your mind. That's what you get, that's what you get after all this time. I hope you understand. Sometimes the clothes do not make the man. All we have to do now is take these lies and make them true somehow. All we have to see is that I don't belong to you, and you don't belong to me. Yeah, freedom, freedom, freedom. You gotta give for what you take. Yeah, freedom, freedom. What you take, yeah. I won't let you down. I will not give you up. You gotta have some faith in the sound. It's the one good thing that I've got. I won't let you down, so please don't give me up, 'cause I would really, really love to stick around.
Thank you so much, Phil.
So welcome.
You know, it's so funny because when I'm listening to the lyrics and I'm grabbing onto these lyrics of "You don't belong to me," and in order to be free, we need to really let go, and we've got to turn these lies into truths, and we can get so caught up in what we think is truth. And I had this whole conversation actually, so now you've just sent me down the rabbit hole. Thank you.
No, please go. I'll go down there with you if you want some support down there, because it's exactly what he's talking about in the song. And thank you so much for picking that up. That's that's it.
Yeah. Well, it's so funny because I was not going to say this, but we did. We had a practitioner meeting on Tuesday night, and we had this conversation about what is truth. What is truth? What is your truth? What is my truth? What is Nick's truth? What is each one of us have our truths, and it's true to us because we believe it. And then what is the truth? Whatever it is that we believe. And we can't tell somebody else that their truth is wrong because it's so true for them. And while we might not like the effects or agree with the effects of somebody's truth, and that is for them to experience, and I have choice. I can move away from that and get really clear and defined and ask myself the question, is my truth coming from a place of love, not only for myself, but for all of humanity to raise us up? Or is my truth coming from a scarcity, self-righteous, fear-based place that is creating more disruption, I'm going to say, in my life or in the life of others. And only I can decide that. And so it's an interesting segue. I'm going to come up out of the rabbit hole just so I can come up for some air here, and think about, my talk title is Faith and Doubt, and they are not opposites, they are complementary, because they can help us, both faith and doubt can help us examine where is our truth coming from. So I'm going to go to a quote by Khalil Gibran. Faith is a knowledge within the heart, beyond the reach of proof. And of course, when we speak affirmative prayer, we are removing the distrust and the doubt to enter into a field of mental certainty. Mental certainty and an atmosphere of knowing, and it becomes our faith, that the universe is built on faith. And so there is no room for doubt when we are praying. When we are praying. And realize that when we pray with our understanding that our prayer goes through to a law that only knows how to create what we put into it, then we understand that we must only put what we have faith into our prayer, which goes into the law, which then demonstrates in our life. Because prayer is a movement of thought in the mind of the one praying. That's it. Only in our own mind. If it moves your mind too, great. But I can't be attached to that. So we want to continually feed our faith. We want to build faith until it becomes a knowing that dwells right down where spirit meets the bone. Absolutely. But here's the other thing. We don't want to deny when we feel doubt and make it the enemy. And I'm sure, just as Nick said in his talk so brilliantly, that, in watching the news, there's like a lot of doubt that creeps in, and probably some fear as well, and can shake up our foundation a little bit. But we don't want to make that doubt the enemy. And we don't want to use our faith as a kind of veneer of bravado to prove that we've got it all going on and we're good and there's a righteousness to that. Faith and doubt are not opposites. Doubt is often a sign that your faith has a pulse. It's alive and well. It's exploring. It's searching for more. It's expanding us into something greater. And so, searching for what will propel you into an expansion of your heart, if the doubt is ever so gently nudging you in that direction, so have at it. Embrace that doubt, because we can learn from it and grow from it versus shutting it down. And if we just keep the doubt in our head, then we produce anxiety. We start spinning into the future of what ifs or ruminating in the past. But if we are, or when we are in doubt, if we are willing to take ourselves on a journey of curiosity, a journey of openness, a journey of surrender into the flow of our heart space, to discover and uncover a deeper mystery in life. And Thomas Martin said, the imagination should be allowed a certain freedom to browse around. So if you are browsing around and testing out these different places of faith and what is loving and what is beneficial and what is expansive for you, and some doubt creeps in, use it to your advantage. Say, okay, so what else do I need to know here? What might I be missing? What else do I need to take a look at? In Science of Mind, our definition of faith is faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Faith is a mental attitude, so inwardly bodied that the mind can no longer deny it. So yes, that is the ultimate place we all, man, if I could live there 24/7, I would bottle it and sell it. To have that mental attitude so deeply, completely embedded into the very fabric of my being that there's no denying it. Well, that would make me actually really superhuman, which I'm not sure is such a good thing at times, because we need to question also. Part of our evolvement is questioning, what is my truth? And what is my truth based on? Is it based on doubt? Is it based on faith? Is it based on fear? Is it based on love? And how many of us are beholden to the idea that doubt will take us in a different direction and will remove us from having that calm trust, or as Nick said, the peace and the power within that is inherent in all things. It's already there. It's already in us. And if we can place our faith in a universal evolution, then that means we accept our faith and what we place faith in, and we also embrace doubt and use it constructively to ask questions. So let's start to open our mind to a recognition that doubt is an invitation to dive into what we have not yet recognized as our true nature. And then we can allow ourselves to be fully present to the wide range of feelings that we feel and emerge up within us, and not get caught up in them. We can recognize them. We can bless all of our feelings, including the doubt, and say thank you for it, instead of trying to hide from it or push it down or collapse into it and start to wear it as a badge. So a great sign that you are evolving is that you have the capacity to feel doubt and bless it and ask questions. What else do I need to know here? What is not really sitting right with me? And it's not about what sits right with anybody else. What's not sitting right with me? And the beginning of wisdom is found in doubting. We say in this teachings, we're open to new thought. Well, we can't be open to new thought if we just take everything that was written years ago and say, okay, that's the truth and that's it. I'm good. Now I know how to create my life, and that's all I'm going to do. I understand the law of cause and effect. Yes, I understand I'm a spiritual being. That's it. No, that is just like, whoa, that is not what New Thought is about. That is never what Ernest Holmes ever wanted. He went from teaching a dualistic perspective of a God or a presence or a universe outside of us and saying, yes, we have access to it, to we are it. in his seminar lectures at the very end of his life, he said, I made a mistake here. There's nothing outside of me. I am it. I am it. So he must have had a lot of doubts and been doubting what he was saying prior to get to that understanding of our oneness with all of life, and that there is no separation, there is no dualistic nature, and that when we're operating from that, we are the ones creating separation within ourselves. And so ask yourself this week, what can I know in my heart? What can I know in my heart? What intuitive knowing is to be known? Versus having your ego attempting to keep you in a closed system, to keep you in fear and doubt. Go, no, I'm going to embrace it. Because what else can I know here? And I'm going to drop down into my heart space and ask my heart, that beautiful space of our intuitive knowing. And, you know, I've been saying for the last few months, open the gateway to your heart and enter into a journey that is in your soul. And it's through the gateway of your heart that you do that you come to that knowing that you are so much more than the circumstances that are going on in life. And yes, do we get caught up in them? Absolutely. Like, I'm kind of like, all right, are the regulations going to change? Because I'm kind of tired of not going out. And I would like to see some people. And I would like to change up my lifestyle a little bit. I mean, that's part of this living. We can have these frustrations. It's okay. We can ask the question, when are we going to get there? Are we going to get there? When is that going to be? And it's okay to ask those questions. And if you were anything like me, when I was growing up, I wasn't allowed to ask questions. If I was told to jump, I couldn't even ask how high. I just jumped for my life. So for me, now questioning everything, and believe me, I am questioning everything in my advanced consciousness studies class. I am not taking it as this is truth. I am questioning it to see what really lands for me. What is my truth? And so, let's not do a spiritual bypass by becoming, hey, true believers. I'm a true believer in new thought. Don't do that. Question everything. People of great faith often suffer great bouts of doubt because they continue to grow. Mother Teresa experienced it all the time. And at one point she wrote, darkness is such that I do not really see, neither with my mind nor my reason. I can't see the place of God, and my soul is blank. There is no God in me. I'm like, imagine the outcry from people hearing words like that from Mother Teresa. But that's how she grew. She went through those deep, dark nights of the soul like we all do. So, it's not to be scandalized by doubt. It demonstrates and it shows up for a reason. And it's to open up our minds and not take anything for granted and for truth without first really questioning it. And so, I want to talk a little bit about, because this might bring up some doubts for you, but it's a wonderful passage from Sam Keen. He's the author of 16 books, and one of them was a New York Times bestseller. But he writes in his book, Caesar's Last Breath, Decoding the Secrets of the Air Around Us. And he writes the following: all the world's roads and all the world's canals and all the world's airports in the history of humankind haven't handled nearly as much traffic as our lungs do every second. And so, yes, you can think about, oh, yeah, breathing in COVID. But no. From this perspective, Sam Keen writes, Caesar's last breath seems innumerable, and it seems inevitable that you inhale at least a few molecules of it in your own breath. And it works the other way around. The air you're breathing right now, this second, and we breathe in involuntarily, automatically, it's not just the old air of all the mystics that have ever lived, from Jesus to Buddha to Cleopatra to Thomas Troward to Emerson to all the amazing, brilliant people that have passed on. But also, we are breathing the new air of future generations. For we are all one, all connected, all breathing those fine, fine molecules that are in the air, everywhere present at all times. So imagine that. Imagine the amount that our lungs take in and expire, more so probably than our intellect. Can you be willing to drop down into the mysticism of our breath, and feel the inhalation of all of life, the exhalation of creation of life. And therefore, just like when we Om in meditation, the Om represents the past, the present, the future. It represents the seed of creation within us. We, with every breath, can activate that seed of creation within us and open up our minds to all of life and to question what really, really lands for me. What is so vital, so important, so life-giving that this is my truth. And so, allow ourselves to dwell in the unknowing once in a while, to dwell in the doubt, and to live in a question and coexist with faith and doubt, so that we are incubating new seeds of creation, new truths for us, and that's you, new truths for you, new truths for me, that go way beyond anything we have been taught at this point. Because there is nothing to say that you are not as much a mystic as anybody else. It's about willing to coexist in all of it, in our heart space, and say yes to it and to bless it. So I invite you this week to really open up your mind, to say, what is it that I have faith in? What is it that I doubt? Why do I doubt that? Is it valid for me to doubt it? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You decide. Because the one thing that I desire for, well, no, actually, I desire many things, but this one thing that I desire that I'm going to give voice to is for each one of us to be these conscious, questioning, curious, open-hearted beings and saying, yes, I am breathing in all of the past, the present, and the future, and exhaling it and creating more love, more openness, more light, goodness, kindness, abundance, beauty, wholeness, and justice, not only for myself, but for each and every person on this earth plane. So have at it this week. Question everything and see what you come up with. And embrace the doubt, even when you're looking at the news. Embrace it. See what you can do with it. And so, with that, I am going to affirm right here, right now, that as I am embracing all that I have faith in and all that I doubt simultaneously, I ask the questions. I open my mind to know something greater about myself, to open up my heart to the mystery and the mystical journey of life with full faith in knowing that I live in a universe that is filled with the past, the present, the future, all of life expressing so beautifully through me, as I stand grounded in the place of recognizing and remembering who I am, that I came from the stars, that I came from this place of divine creative energy, and that is what courses every vein in my body. And so I allow it to express. And I invite each and every person who is watching to have that beautiful, creative, expansive energy expressing through them as it works for you. And so with that, I just let go. And I step into a mystery in my heart that feels so tender and present and alive all at the same time. And for that, I'm grateful. And so it is. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being a part of this service. And I am going to bring up our PowerPoint for, first of all, reviewing our mission statement, which is supporting people in let me start that again. Supporting people in exploring their spiritual intelligence using new thought principles and philosophy to transform their lives. And we do this through classes, new class coming up, meditation, prayer, music, community events, and our Sunday celebration of love. Our vision statement is love only. Forgive everything. Come back into remembering who you are. And our tithe this month is going to Synonyms that is based, it's the Breathing Room, based in Calgary. It's an award-winning online mental health program that supports youth in strengthening and coping strategies and to better manage the symptoms of stress, anxiety, and depression. And it's already available online to more than 80,000 youth across Canada, and their goal is to make it nationally available to all Canadian youth. And so I thought, oh my gosh, what a perfect organization to tithe 10% of our tithe. So you can send your tithe into welcomehometoronto.com. There's a place to do it on the website, and it's now actually right on the front page at the bottom, or send an e-transfer to info@welcomehometoronto.com, and let's do our divine giving affirmation together. Divine love flows through me. It blesses and multiplies all that I have, all I give, and all I receive. I am richly blessed, creating a greater and greater flow of abundance. And so it is. And with that, I'm just going to pop through some announcements here. Spirit Breath continues for the Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. and noon. Oh, the bingo cards on sale. Whoops, sorry, didn't get to that part of erasing it. Okay, let's just talk about bingo for a second, though. For those of you who were on it, that was so much fun. So much fun. So thank you, and we will do another bingo. So if you missed out on it, bingo cards will be on sale again soon. And then, starting on Wednesday, February 10th to March 10th, I am teaching a class Wednesday nights, 7 to 9, The Creative Process and the Quantum Field. And we are going to use Thomas Troward's book, The Creative Process in the Individual, as well as I'm going to take you through a number of quantum experiences and integrating the mystic and the quantum field, which is a fabulous thing to do. So you can sign up for that on our website. Whoops, sorry, let me find my arrow here. And we do have a board meeting this Sunday, today, at 12:30. If you would like to join us, just send me an email. I'll send you the Zoom link. We have our annual general meeting. It's going to be online for the first time, which is interesting. That is Sunday, February 21st at 12:15 p.m. on Zoom. So all members are welcome to join in on the annual general meeting. The Zoom link will be posted on our calendar. It will also be sent out in the newsletter with a reminder over the next couple of weeks. And if you are interested in sitting on our board as a board of trustee, then let myself or Lynette Mello know. You can contact her or you can contact myself, and we'll have a conversation. Looking for some new board members, so you're welcome to join us for that. Then I want to say thank you to our beloved healer, songwriter, musical guest, just delightful spirit being, Phil Jacobs, and to our practitioner of the day, Nick Michelli. You know, your words are always just so inspiring. Thank you so much, Nick. And Nick, you do so much for Welcome Home, and it does not go unnoticed. So thank you for that. And thank you to all of you for watching today and being online, and know that we're connected through technology until further notice. But so incredibly grateful that we can still come together for this. So many blessings to you all. And Phil is going to take us out with, this is your own song, isn't it, Phil?
This is my own song. Yeah, I wrote it a little while ago.
Yes, you did. Oh, this is Heartland,
Yes.
which is a beautiful song. So
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this one. Thank you, Helen. Thank you for your words of wisdom. Thank you, Nick, for your words of wisdom, and thank you everybody for your kind comments and love and co-creating this morning service. But this song, I think it speaks to how you opened the service, and also in what you talked about in your talk around that place inside, and it's ever changing and ever shifting. And one thing that came up for me, I just wanted to mention, was the heart. Even the organ itself does not stay still. it's moving all the time, and it passes, it receives things, and it passes things on immediately. So it's constantly taking in and letting go, and taking in and letting go, and it's the pulse, and that's the flow, and that's heartland. That's where I find Heartland.
There's a place I know called Heartland. Please, won't you come and visit there? There's somewhere out there beyond Heartland. There's a place riddled with fear. Oh, won't you come home to Heartland? This is your home in Heartland. Once upon a time, not so long ago, in Heartland, there lived a playful golden lion cub who played all night and rested all day in Heartland. All the games in Heartland were about love. So won't you come home to Heartland? This is your home in Heartland. Sometimes I look upon myself as separate from the love and truth. I end up in a land of fear, in a place where I can't hear. There's a place I know called Heartland. Please, won't you come and visit there? Somewhere in there we'll find Heartland. Some place that you and I will hold true and dear. So won't you come home to Heartland? This is your home in Heartland. Everybody's welcome home to Heartland. This is your home in Heartland.
What a perfect song to end the day. Thank you, Phil. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Have a blessed day. Much love and light to you all. Namaste.